Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Beautiful.
Yeah, happy Canada Day.
Yeah, it's Canada Day.
Hey, hey,
Sunny.
hey. It's good. A lot of people are out.
Yeah. Barry's got a lot going on. It's got the Dunlop open air market with entertainers and all that. So Dunlop Street's closed.
Yeah.
And then it's got this year a pop-up park, three different parks across the city.
Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of
And
exciting.
they're bringing, yeah, arts and crafts and petting zoos
Oh,
and all this stuff for kids.
nice.
Yeah, three parks across the city.
Very cool. Well, down. I just took Ted for a walk down there on the waterfront. It's busy. It's a beauty day, so go enjoy it. So this is our third episode of kind of just going over the week and kind of no holds barred in a sense. We just say what we want to say, good, bad, the ugly, and don't
What's
really
going on in our week?
care who we piss off in a way. We just say what it is.
Yeah.
So let's get started. So you have a couple points you kind of want to go over from your week. I got a couple phone calls this week that I found kind of interesting, and yeah, not too much drama.
Well, I found it was a slow week as far as showings on my listing and stuff. Like I noticed, I guess with Canada Day and holiday and last week of school and stuff,
Yep.
uh it's pretty dead.
Yeah, and look at all the, you know what I mean? There's a lot of graduations going on too last week.
And we
People are,
saw a lot of price changes. We saw a lot of cancel and relists. And people only do that when they're desperate. Nothing's happening.
yeah, and sometimes, yeah, I agree. And we've seen in that line of some are reacting fast and some are reacting really slow when we're saying triple days on market. Now we kind of possibly get the pricing right. What I don't understand though is why'd you wait so long?
I
I,
know.
I don't understand why people, you know, I think we should take it down to where it needs to be now. Yeah, but we're coming into the busiest holiday season around. Everyone's off. School kids are done school. Cottages are booked. Like, doesn't mean anything. That had to happen 6 weeks ago, right?
Well, for the ones that have been on the market a long time.
100%. If it's not priced properly, Diane, from the get-go, it's sitting.
Well, I think mine is.
Yeah,
You
but
do too.
think you're priced right, but I think, and I wouldn't adjust price on yours because I think you're priced right. I think it shows well. Bad timing for listing it,
I
right?
know.
It's bottom line. So that's going to happen. But I wouldn't have said. And no matter what you do, okay, you take it down to 624.9. Not going to do much. Not going to do much. So you're best to leave it where it is right now.
It's what
I
I
would.
think.
I wouldn't adjust it. Just the timing. And I got calls. Hey, when's a good time? Oh, don't not now.
Unless
Keep
you have to.
Unless you have to, or you got plans, or you kind of want it on. Yeah, things are still moving, but at a slower pace,
Mhm.
right? They're still
So,
buying.
so that brings me to my pet peeve. Remember, one of our videos this week, I told you there was a coming soon on Coleman.
Yes.
So it was coming soon all week, right? They priced it really low, by the way,
Pull it up.
749.
Pull it up. I think you should pull it up and show it for talking
They're
about it.
not withholding offers.
You said small though.
Yeah, but Mark, they listed it on Friday of a long weekend.
Makes no sense. That
Who
that
does that? I only list
makes
between
no sense.
Monday and Thursday.
And then Friday's too late. Time it gets circulated through the board and uploaded and through the websites. You're a couple days.
And what real estate agent, half of them don't work on a Friday?
Half of them don't work at all.
No.
On
And
a
and
Friday.
and I've learned over the years, you list on a Friday, you might as well not even bother.
Wait till the Monday. Wait till the
Yeah.
Tuesday. Wait till I
Nope.
my favorite day is Wednesday. Right? Then you got
Yeah,
Wednesday,
me too.
Saturday, and then you got, if you do an open house, you got a couple of days of it circulating, get some visibility on it,
Me
right? Not
too.
Friday, it's too late. And then, oh, let's list it Friday. And then, yeah, we're doing open house Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, but no one knows about it.
They
No,
didn't even do an open house. Why bother? Because they
why
didn't
bother?
list it till Friday.
It's no sense. I know. And Friday's just not a big listing days, but I don't know.
Especially in the summer, agents, you know yourself. Go to a Remax office, go to a Sutton, a Century 21 on a Friday. It's a fucking ghost town.
No one's there.
No one's there.
Yeah. We don't need these brokerages offices anymore. I think all these brokerages that have real estate spots and offices for people, I think that you think in the next 10 years that they're all gone. You have a have an office that go rent a small little cubicle at what's that place on Bryan Drive where there was Sweet Works or something.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
no one goes to the office.
Well, the problem is, I remember, like, even now it's not as bad, but when I had little kids or kids and people running around and screaming, yelling,
You have to. Yeah. You have no
kids,
choice.
even when you work at home, kids don't leave you alone.
No, no, no. Not for summer.
No.
No.
So
No.
you kind of need a place to go so you
Yeah.
can actually do something without interruptions and people talking and bugging you. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, I think there is a certain amount of use to it for certain people.
For certain people. For certain people. Why don't you pull that 749 listing? I want to see it because I didn't open my computer all weekend. Pull it up and try or Barry or Realtor, whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna go. I'm gonna just Google over here. I was just like, I just couldn't believe it, like, because I was watching the Coming Soon and I wanted to see, um, you know, oh, hold on. I wanted to see what they listed it at, right? And if it was the same as mine.
right.
I'm not on Coleman, but I'm close.
You're close.
And it's not the same as mine. Hold on, I'm just got to come back to you and share the screen. I don't know how to. There we go. They did a lot of work on the outside. I was walking the dog talking to the lady, and they did a nice job on the gardens.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty sharp price point for 749. Just by looking at the exterior. I do. Open
It
it. Can
is a
you?
sharp price point.
That's nice. Nicely done.
But
Yep.
do you see how their living room is so much smaller than mine?
Well, yeah, I know. When you look over here, yeah, I know it's really tight. What's this? Is that a mirror? What is that?
This, it,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a mirror. I think they're trying to make it look bigger, but I don't know.
Yeah. So
No, it's
this,
a hole.
okay. Like
That's
I
even
like
worse.
what they got going on. I don't mind that.
Well,
But
my grandson would fall through that in a fucking heartbeat, Mark.
for little kids, it's not going to work. But I don't know. I'd be getting rid of this. There, I'd be getting rid of that. This is your big eating kitchen. I think they're really priced well.
They
Some
are priced well.
shouldn't
That's
have
what
went.
I said. So why would you waste it?
Nice deck.
Nice deck.
Anybody wants to see this property, call us. It's
Yeah,
pretty sharp price point. I tell you that much.
it's a good price, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the backyard.
New deck. Sods when looked after. They put some prep into this house. So people look at the presentation of this.
This is
Really,
cute, eh?
it is. It matches well. Brightly staged. See, it's not all bad. We don't say all bad things. Like they've done some great prep. They've got some great guidance on this. It should sell. Just timing is
Fully
bad.
finished basement.
Like it's not big, but for 749, there's some good value there. I'll tell you that much.
I agree.
Yeah, good price. Really good price.
It is.
Mhm. Okay.
Hold
What
on.
else? You want to talk over about some condo, an article that you saw. And before we dive in there, there are agents that are kind of openly saying it's a great time to list or it's a great time to buy. So to me, that's, we could beat that scenario up. Is it a great time to buy? Maybe, but are things flying off the shelves? No, it's not. Or no, get full access to our VIP before it hits the market. Like all that noise is just to get people to put in information so they got it and they bug you and harass you with emails or phone calls.
Well, I'm getting totally frustrated with the market's great. Everything's great. And most of it, all it is, and I'm going to be completely honest, is a bunch
Yeah.
of bullshit to get people to try to call you, and it's just total lies, honestly.
Yep. I'd rather be upfront and give what is really going on in the market and not paint a beautiful picture. Is there opportunities in the market? Yeah, there is. Is it a good time to buy? Yeah, in a way, it depends on the individual's needs. I see the market in 2 to 3 years, back to COVID numbers. So is it a good time to buy? Yeah, if you're looking far out ahead, it is. Or you're paying $3,500 in rent and it's pissing it out the door. Yeah. Is it good to get in the market if you can? Yeah. And be long term? Yeah. But you can't take a short term view on this. You
Well,
can't.
and you know what my thing is? This is what frustrates me the most about it, is that I agree with you. I think it's a good time to buy. I'm watching and I'm looking even for myself. I don't think it's a bad time to buy. Okay.
I'm not promoting it on marketing and saying, call me now because it's a really good time to buy right now because there's great deals.
Well, you know what's bothering me is more on the listing side. Sales are great. So then these people get this bloody thing in their head and you go to see them. Well, what do you mean they're not good?
Yeah.
And then you get a listing and you can't sell it
Mhm.
because the market's dead.
Yeah.
And people are putting out a perception that the market's great,
Yeah.
and it isn't.
It's not, and it's not going to be until we see some further reduction in rates through the Bank of Canada.
Yeah, so I'm going to share this article because like when I read this, I sent it to you immediately. Like I couldn't believe it. Especially this is like barrierealestate.com.
Okay.
Um and okay, there's been some unpredictability in the local market, says columnist, and fluctuations make it challenging for sellers. Okay.
I agree with that. There's some
Yep.
challenges in the condo market today.
Yep. Condominium sales in Barrie have increased as we move through the spring real estate market. In May, there were 50 condos that sold, which was the highest number of condo sales recorded in a given month so far in a year.
Okay, stop there for 1 sec. So let's talk about that before we go on. We do in-depth discussions on the condo market, and they're the same thing. We say the same thing for the last 7 or 8 months. Sales are struggling. Condo fees are on the rise. Certain buildings are aging, require more investments. And that beautiful picture of Nautica, you could shoot a cannon off in there right now because nothing is moving and it takes 6 months to sell. So to me, that's really
Misleading.
very misleading to people. And we're painting a picture that is great. So saying that, it's all agent based. Come call me because it's a great time to
Okay,
list.
guess who the author is of the article?
I don't know.
She's a real estate agent.
Okay, so that's a paid article. Bottom line.
Well,
Today,
it's not. She's a columnist for Barrie Today.
yeah, well, she had to pay some kind of money for it. I can tell you that.
Last month, there were 35 condo apartments sold in Barrie, average sale price of $534. The units took an average of 37 days to sell, and the sale to list was at 99%.
Well,
Although
yeah,
there's
what's
not
that?
been much change in the average sale price during the first 2 quarters, condo apartments were taking less time to sell.
We could go through. Okay, so when we're done this article, you're going to go over to Treb and Barry. You're going to show the audience less time to sell. We're going to show there's triple days on markets. There's multiple condos that have been terminated, relist, switched agents, multiple, almost 150, 200 days, and sometimes.
Well,
So
Scott Woolsey, I got to give a shout out to Scott Woolsey. He did a video and he's a huge condo guy downtown. And he said the condo market is struggling
it is.
and it's a great time to buy them because they're sitting and sitting and sitting.
You can negotiate the crap out of them.
And this chick comes on and says this on barrierealestate.com.
Yeah, yeah, it's wrong.
So to compare, in January, the average sale price was 511, average days on market was 68. Throughout 2024, most condo townhouses have been selling within a month.
It's not true. It's
The
not true.
demand for this type of condo has been consistent, which has made it easier for sellers to plan their move.
No, this is really scripted. This is really painting a wrong picture of the condo market, Barry, and we're going to show you that. We're going to go through some solds on here when you're done this article and pull it up. Keep going.
Um, Then it says there has been unpredictability in the sector of the market since January. The average price for a condo townhouse went up and down with each passing month. The average sale price was 514. April was 569. March 511. February 530. January 494.
So explain the average price so people know that, because
So the problem with the average
how it's
price
right,
is that, yeah, you could have a whole bunch at the lower range sell or one or two at 2 million and it just whacks out the numbers.
right.
So the
It's not
average price means shit, to tell you the truth.
nothing. You can't go by. I never even like talking about too much because it's very skewed on what is selling, and it doesn't give any perception or sorry, any justification. Oh, an average of what they're averaging selling for. It means to me, it means nothing. It's not even worth the discussion.
Well, but then these fluctuations have made it more challenging for sellers to select a list price as well as a listing strategy. Things to consider when buying in a slower, more balanced real estate market. Now all of a sudden it's a slower, more balanced market.
Right, right. We got your attention reading on, and oh, here's comes some truth out of that. Um, yeah. My advice to selling a condo today, you need to stop looking at what's listed and start looking at what's sold.
I know.
Stop it and price it to sell, not give it away. Price it for a market that we're in today, not next
Well,
month.
I want to show you our numbers, Mark.
All right, let's go.
March, 37 sales. In 2023, 45.
Okay.
April, there was actually an uptick, 36. Last year, 22. May, 52.
Yeah.
Last year, 75.
Yeah.
So January and February is a dead month.
It always is.
So we had 125 total sales this year, 142 last year, and that's negative 12%. Sales in 2023 were 288 total, which was the lowest in 25 years.
Why do you got 2022 in there?
Because 2022, so this is 2024, 2023, 2022.
Okay. Okay.
So 2023 was one of the worst years in like recent history.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're below last year's numbers right here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think I should call barrierealtoday.com and see if I can be an author, Mark.
Yeah, you can. It's called paid. Pay money for an article. Sure.
I don't think she paid.
Well, I do. It's done all the time in the stock market to manipulate the market. Bearish. So what's going on in the stock market right now? And let me talk Tesla because I'm in Tesla. So for the last, I've been in Tesla now for 7 months. It's bearish, bearish, bearish. All negative articles in news media, CNBC and all the other ones, Bloomberg, get paid to talk negativity about a certain stock or company because they're short sellers that come in and want it. They make billions of dollars when the stock goes down. So Tesla hit a low, I think, of 132 to 138 this year. Guess where it's trading right now? And I'll tell you, and there's a story to this. Hang on. 209.85. Okay. So now the narrative has changed. So everything's good. Everything's bullish. Everything's good. Tesla's doing this. Oh, Tesla's going to surpass this. Oh, Tesla's a great outcome. It goes on and on and on. No different than we're seeing real estate articles saying things are great. And we're getting agents out there saying, everything's roses. Call me right now and I can get top dollar for your house. That's a bunch of bullshit. We've seen top dollar agents go out there in a sense and promise people the world. And we've had a discussion about this when I got a call from someone on YouTube that agent came in, a big shot agent, thought she was going to get their people 1.2, 1.3, no problem, comes in. How'd they present the information to you? Well, they just came in and gave us a bunch of old listings that sold in the area. Do you look inside the property? Do you go through your computer and look at them and look at days on market and what time frames they were sold? Oh, no, just put them on the table. So we thought it was kind of funny, but we went, okay, they're the experts. And which there's got to, that's normally, if I'm calling someone to paint, I figure they're the experts, not me. Take their guidance. Well, as you know, we got 965 for the property, and financial stress, bad decisions, you name it, went on and on. So and that agent doesn't feel bad. They made some money. That's the sore spot that sits with me. is just some bullshit out there telling just to get the sale, get the listing, get the contract signed up, and that's it. And it's more about the relationship and being upfront and being honest and having some ethics, in which I feel in this industry there's none. Like there's none, and it's sickening, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
No, it is. And like even when I see people, there was a listing and I didn't I'm just pulling up the condos in Treb.
Yeah, yeah. I want to go through days of market, so we'll tell some stories and pull some history up on these to show the audience that we're not bullshitting this.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
important to be transparent. So I always keep saying this to people. If you're getting, thinking of listing your condo or your property, don't get one agent, get three.
Oh, she says that in the article.
Yeah, good. Well, good, but get three because and go with the person that is being transparent in painting what the market is today and not sugarcoating anything. You
Well,
can't
and the problem
go
is I think people pick what they want to hear.
100%. That's what, oh, this agent said. So why did agent A say I can get 1.2 and agent B said a million and agent C comes in going 965? Here's why. Go with the 965 because they're telling you the truth. And if they're going to take the time, and when I go to listing appointment, it's 2 hours
Me
sometimes
too.
because I sit down with my computer and I show what the market is doing. I'm looking at days on market. I'm pulling up solds. I'm going through the history. The starting point was they started off 1.4. They sold for a million. It took them 6 months because the pricing was wrong. Strategy was wrong. We're pricing it back the way it was in 2022, and that's still going on today. Or my favorite one is, well, I need to get this certain amount. Let's be honest, the market doesn't give a shit what you need. Okay, by shit what you need. Okay, they're going to give you what the market is going to give you, and if they don't, then they're moving. If they can't get a deal done, they're moving on. They are
Yeah.
moving on to the next one. So,
Well, there's so much, we're not in a situation like we were years ago. And you know what, throughout our careers, we've seen these ups and downs, this slow, this rush, this slow, the rush, the slow, like we've seen this. And when there's a lot of inventory, you don't have all this great negotiation room here.
you don't, because you're going to be scared. And then I've been in those situations, right, where I'm the listing agent and the offer comes in and do we take it? We negotiate it. And then a buyer digs in the heel, go, where this is it. We're not giving anything more. This is what we feel it's worth. Then you got some tough decisions because as a person that knows the market, we have to communicate that to the seller. Well, listen, they're done. I really believe they're done. They have other choices. It's okay if we can't get the deal done. We'll go on, we'll move on and we'll find something. That's
Well, the
normal.
problem is
The
when you're as a
buying.
buying agent, Mark, when you're the buying agent, you're very aware that you can't let your client overpay.
Oh, you can't. You just can't. And I really still believe that the pricing is really wrong in this marketplace. It's been wrong for several months. It's just a mixed of bag of toys out there. Some is priced good, sells good, but
Well,
there's
I
a
think the one in my neighborhood, the one is priced really well.
price great. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Wrong with that.
I'm going to look at a couple
Hey,
listings here.
go back to the other one. Sorry, go back to the other one.
No, that was a parking spot.
Okay, I was gonna say. Okay.
This is a Dean building.
Okay, so just go through so we're in condos.
Condos, yep.
Okay, we'll pull them up.
391, 5 days on the market, 101.
Okay, and so
We're not going to have time to pull
we're
them all
not, we're
up.
not. But this is normal to see. We have a $600
Oh
fee.
my gosh, look at this one, 399. This is a
Let's
low price,
let's talk.
31 days.
Let's talk. Let's talk. No, no. Okay, I showed that property a couple months ago. Okay, they bought it for 520. These folks. Okay, here it is. Here's the entranceway in there. Pull the pictures up. They're losing a shitload of money. This is what I felt. I like the location. This is what I told my buyer. I feel like I'm living in Ma and Pa's basement. It feels
Really,
like a
eh?
dungeon in there. Yep.
That's a good price.
good price, but when you go in there, it's not a good vibe. I feel I'm in worse than a basement apartment. I really do. I didn't like it at all. We moved on.
Oh,
And
really? Eh?
you pull the history up in that, you'll see you're gonna see you're gonna see some stuff. So 399 is pretty damn sharp. Look how long they've been. So 503 they picked for it back in 2023. Look
So
at this.
519, 470, 470, 399.
So we ate up all those days on market. it's it's well, when do they start, Dan?
I'm pulling it up now.
In February,
February.
March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. This
Oh,
is
but
real.
Mark, these things are selling in a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sell in a month.
They don't sell in a month. Look at the condo fees. 399. 25 days. I know he pulled history up there. It's been listed before. I know that. I've seen it.
Hold on.
There you go. Look where they were. 489.
469 from May 1st.
Yeah. And then they try selling in 2023. December 28th. Why would you list that December 28th?
Mark, see what I'm trying to tell you? You listed the stupidest bloody times in the world. Like, I don't know what people are thinking.
No, that 399 buyer loves the 399 price point. They don't love the $967 condo fee. Can't afford it. It will sit.
No, I know.
Rent it out. Because I
I
really
know.
think there's no chance of selling that unit ever.
Well, I'm trying to get into a bit higher price range.
Yeah. But again, as we dig through, we're seeing a lot of triple days, a lot of can't this is normal. We know this condo market well. We do a lot of videos on it. So it's normal.
June 14th, this one. Well, they already had a price change, though.
Okay. So it's not bad. So, but I go to pictures. I don't like look how small these pictures are. So okay, so let's talk about this. I this is
This
this
is
is
your pet peeve.
oh blood pressure just went up a couple notches. This is so someone's paying good money to sell a unit, okay, a property, and that agent took them with the iPhone. You couldn't afford $300 or $400 to get professional pictures. They need help in staging in there. Okay, they need
Yes.
all help. So, maybe it's not the price. Maybe, just maybe, you got the wrong agent.
Yeah, I don't know who the agent is, but
Oh, we can find out, but we won't disclose.
no.
People can
No,
look
I'm
at it.
telling you, it drives me totally bonkers.
Yeah. So condos sales are really tough because in this market that we're in right now, with the high condo fees in the interest rates impact the sales. It's tough. Is there a niche market for condos? Yeah, in certain
Shit, Mark,
buildings.
this one doesn't even has only one picture of the inside.
Yeah,
That's it.
that so pictures are really important. Okay.
Picture sell listings. If you go on realtor.ca, if it's shitty, they don't book it.
We did it on bucket. It's gone. So I think we covered our point there. With that, what else did I want to talk about too? Shit, I had something on my mind I didn't write down. I wanted to talk about. Of course, I'm going to remember when we're done. Okay.
I had a couple things in my notes too. I tell you, yeah, you know what that when I see that stuff, it drives me bonkers. And then when I look and saw it's a real estate agent, I'm like, what the hell?
Well,
Like,
it's a cutthroat business. That's what it is. And I think people respect more honesty today and upfront and no sugarcoating or no bullshitting. Give
well,
me the
listen, you know
straight.
another thing, Mark? Let's be real. How many agents go through the numbers like we are now that we do this podcast?
Not many.
So how
No.
many people would know that most of that's bullshit?
Yeah, not many.
Not
Not
many.
not many at all.
Nope.
Nope. It's the numbers don't lie. That's the best part about the numbers. If an agent can give numbers and be transparent at a listing appointment or communicating with buyers and giving them that kind of information, you've earned their business. You really have. They respect you and they trust you. That's what this business is about. They
That's all
want to,
we have, Mark.
That's all we have. We have our integrity and we have our morals and we just want to do the right things for people. Okay. I'm gonna think about what I wanted to. I got a couple things I want to say, but now I forgot what I really wanted to hit home at. Anyway, um, so I got a couple calls this week from people that own investment properties, and it's always been a hot topic of ours. We do tons of communication on it. And one lady called me on June 22nd, owns a property in Barrie, served an N12, went through the process, had the hearing, tenants owed tens of thousands of dollars. Walls are destroyed, taken out, that you name it, just destroyed inside from the feedback from this lady. Super nice lady. Um, Adjudicator said to the landlord, did you give them 1 month's rent? Because you got to give them 1 month's rent as per the guidelines.
I know.
Response was, why would I give them 1 month's
Hold
rent
on.
when they owe me $20,000 and my house is destroyed? Long story short, case was dismissed because the landlord didn't give the 1 month's as per the guidelines. The LTB is a goddamn shithole disaster right now, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse. And
Okay, I have a question though. If you give them 1 month free rent for that, does that count? It
did
doesn't.
you give a check? Did you give them a check for the amount? Paid them? She goes, no. Why would I do that? They owe me
Because
this.
my girl that's in the middle of it right now told the tenants June's free. You don't have to pay it. That's your 1 month.
Yeah, oh, I don't know. I just give them a goddamn check or something because she has to start over. I don't. Again, I get where this lady was coming from. Why would I do that? They owe me 20 grand. But so they fucked me for 20 grand, but now I got to give them 1,200 or 15 or whatever the rent was to follow the act in good standing. But the tenant hasn't been in good standing.
Oh, I got another good one for you, Mark. My client put into the LT, they put into the LTB on Tuesday. They got a date, November 18th, I think.
It's 4 months. It's not good. You're excited about that.
I'm
Well,
not excited about it. I'm just telling you, it's 4 months.
4 months. Yeah. So that's the problem where it should be 3 weeks.
It's 5 months.
Yeah.
It's 5 months.
Yeah. Yes. It's so wrong. And then I talked to another uh, YouTube prospect this morning before doing the video because he went through a date on May 27th. So it's May 27th, had the hearing, said, et cetera. They owe 16 grand a month in rent. Have you heard? Have you heard? No, nothing, 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 nothing. So it's call it a month in a couple of days. He's going, but I have a hearing on July 2nd tomorrow. What do you mean? For what? Consistently late payments. Fuck, they haven't paid. There must be a lot of late payments. So what people are doing now, it seems, is that, and rightly so, because he's got one tribunal done, waiting for a decision, nothing. Let's start another one for consistent late payments. So hopefully you get more ammunition to kind of get them going out. I don't know how successful he's going to be, but he said the lawyer recommended doing it, so they went for it. And I kind of understand you got nothing to lose by doing it, but when you have a adjudicator that can't make a decision, Diane, in when someone owes back rent of 16 grand, so now it's 9 months, now it's almost 20 grand in back rents, and they bring in 6K a month, and he couldn't make, and they couldn't make a decision. I
What
can't make a decision on this today. That I have no faith in this, and I believe that real estate investing is a great avenue to build wealth. I've done it, you've done it, it's great, but it's becoming, is it worth it or not? Is it worth it just to maybe buy the property and let it sit vacant and have no stress? Maybe if you could have the affordability means to do that. Yeah, maybe. Airbnb it on the odd weekend. maybe that would be the better way to go.
Well, you know another thing, Mark? If you put in, like if he put in an N4 for non-payment, he couldn't add those consistent long payments to it.
Oh, no, I know.
Consistent late payments. Like once you put in one thing, they only discuss that one thing. That you cannot put an N4 with an N12 and an N this and an N that. You have to put a different one in for every single thing.
Right, right. And that's what he's done. The other one was for non-payment, now consistent late. It's totally different. So they're not gonna, he could talk about till they're green in the face about they owe 20 grand. You and I both know adjudicators. We're not discussing that today. We're discussing about the late payments.
Yes, exactly.
Meanwhile, that doesn't, it should go more in depth about why am I out 16 grand? We should be talking about these things. We should be saying, this is a shitbag tenant. Look, they're living for free.
Yeah.
Let's call a fucking spade a spade here and say they're living for free. Get some balls, adjudicator, and do something right and say, hey, no one lives for free.
Well, me and you would be kicked out of well, I'd be kicked
Bye.
out of my house if I wasn't paying my mortgage.
Bye. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. You'd be hung.
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. So I got a call this week from my mortgage guy there who got a call from somebody that the bank was foreclosing.
Hmm.
And he says, buddy, why didn't you call me earlier? Why are you, well, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. So he waited till it was too bloody late because he could have got him a second mortgage. He could have done something. So if somebody's in trouble, don't wait till it's too late.
And it's normal, Dan, because I did a bunch of business back in 2012 and 2013. One year I did like 17 deals like that, where they they're all the lender almost has writ of possession, full possession of the property. Like it's like a week, get a week to sell it. And we always say, why didn't you call us earlier? Why didn't you do something earlier? You got to get on that. Right. And as the market changes, it changes. It's very cyclical in holiday times, summer times, and you could advise in a better capacity with if we know ahead of time, right?
Well, you can actually help somebody and get them out of it, and there is a way out if you do it in time.
Can
We're
we
down to
can.
a minute.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. I think that was a great discussion. And again, like, share. Anyone needs any information on Simcoe Barrie Real Estate, call Dan, myself. Follow for more notifications and hit the follow button so you get information. And if someone has any other video ideas or topics, I'm all into chatting.
Yeah, drop us a comment.
Okay, enjoy. Happy Canada Day, folks. See you.
See ya.